Thank you very much. It's an unbelievable feeling.
Now, I've heard you saying down the line here of all the reporters that you were shocked. And I have to say, we thought you were 4-3, 5-2, but...
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I thought I'd be lucky to win this game with 4 votes. You know, I thought I had 2 votes in Keisha and Rennie, but to get 7, I mean, I was overwhelmed. I did not think it was going to happen like that.
Who did you promise money to?
I didn't promise money to anyone. However, you may see an investment in a Renegade corporation in the near future.
Did you think also the Renegades, I got to tell you, from fourth week on, like, how did they not get caught?
Well, here's the thing. Memphis and I had a tight alliance. However, no one in the history of this game has ever put up their alliance member once. I put them up twice. I mean, so that covered up the Renegades for all it's worth.
Some of your acting, though. Isn't that last week when you said, if you think I'm taking you to the final two, you're crazy? I thought, okay, Dan, dial it down because no one's buying this. It's like you lost your Emmy. Because I was giving you an Emmy before. In some of the diary rooms, you were like so funny. I thought, okay, this guy's really hysterical. Give him an Emmy. And I thought, if Jerry believes that line, I'm not taking you to the final two. I thought, God, is that the worst acting I've ever seen?
Yeah, you know, I pride myself on being a school teacher, not an actor. You know, I went over the line a few times. Memphis even told me a few times, stop acting, you're horrible. But hey, it got me $500,000, so I have to be worth something.
He said horrible. That was kind. But yeah, some of it was like, oh, that's so over the top. Who's going to buy this? But they bought it.
Yeah. I mean, you know, give us credit. You know, I couldn't have won this game without Memphis, and I had to use him in a lot of different situations. And lucky for me, he's a best friend, and I could trust him in the end.
Now, I wouldn't have any regrets if I just won $500,000. But do you have any?
Regrets? I have a few, but then again, too few to mention.
I knew he would come back with the song. Okay. Let me ask you. You did say shocked, but did you kind of think I've won, but I'm not sure what the vote's going to be?
I'm sorry.
Did you think I've won, but I don't know what the vote's going to be?
No, I never thought I won this game. You know, I thought I'd be lucky to get 4 votes. I was trying to pull them from my head who would vote for me, and I didn't have an answer. I thought I had 2 votes, but I never thought I'd pull 4, let alone 7.
So let me ask you, what did you think the breakdown would be?
I thought Rennie and Keisha, I had Libra up in the air. Jerry would probably vote for Memphis because in the house, Jerry loved Memphis. Jerry wanted to be Memphis' best friend and vice versa. April, I didn't know. Ollie, I didn't know. You know, so it was a crapshoot.
We had it 4-3, and we thought Michelle would be the tiebreaker because of the trip. She said the trip had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, that's surprising, you know. Michelle had a trip taken from her. I thought a little bribery might get me a vote, but she's a strong-minded person, and I should have known it'd take more than a trip to get Michelle's vote.
Do you think people underestimated the nice Catholic school teacher?
Yeah, I think, you know, some people wanted me to be Father Dan, wanted me to be this nice guy, which I really am, but they wanted it more than I was willing to give it to them. But when they came at me and said, hey, can you give us a Bible verse? Sure, who am I to disappoint the other house guys?
I mean, not to say you're not a nice guy, but I was surprised, like, you did sell yourself when you came in. I'm religious and I teach Catholic school, and you were some of the most devious, cunning guy I've ever seen on the show.
Yeah, you know, I have some explaining to do. I'm Catholic. However, Catholics can go to confession. Am I sorry for lying in the game? I won. I mean, it's tough, but, you know, would I condone lying outside of the Big Brother house? No. In my everyday life, I don't have 12 people trying to kick me out, so I don't have to lie. But in the house, I had to lie to stay alive.
I'm scared to be behind you and thinking a lightning bolt could come at any moment. But, okay, you obviously have good karma, but you did some stuff are you proud of everything you've done?
You know, not necessarily. You know, there was a few moves I had to make that people I liked, I had to do tremendous wrongs to. Michelle I actually liked as a person, and I sent her out in the worst way in Big Brother. That's backdoor. She doesn't have a chance to do anything. So, you know, but I had to do that to win. And I hope I made amends with her with the trip, but I don't really have any regrets because otherwise I probably wouldn't be standing here with you.
Watch your back, Dan. Watch your back. But you did. You survived an earthquake and the Judas thing. Because we kind of thought, well, he's really smart. My money was on Libra, really early on. Libra and Brian. I thought you'd be gone 4th, 5th week. And you kept amazing us because you just wouldn't go. You were resilient.
Yeah, I thought Libra could have definitely won this game. You know, she's, in my opinion, the best manipulator in this house. However, she pushed it so far that she couldn't reel back. If I were to pick someone to win this game going in, I would have picked Libra because she's a phenomenal competitor. If she were to be put in the house in All-Stars, watch out. I might not even go in if she's in there.
Well, that's a compliment of anything. But what do you think really turned the tide and the game around for you? Because obviously you could charm people as you were backstabbing them, and they didn't hate you.
Yeah, you know, maybe the Catholic school teacher was a little charming, but I think I got a little lucky. You know, there's a group of 6 people. They pulled me in to be the 7th. Why they did that, I have no idea. I got a little lucky, and from that point, all I needed was to get in the door. Once I got in the door, they weren't kicking me out.
Because Catholic school teacher to a lot of people says trustworthy and loyal, which you're not.
Right. You know. Being Catholic, Catholic school teacher, people think I'd be loyal, and here's the big move I made. Week 1, my best friend gets kicked out. I could have voted with the house, but I was loyal to Brian. I voted, so it looked like I was loyal to Brian, but in actuality, I wasn't going to be loyal to anyone in the house.
I have to also just say to you, when you were America's Player, I thought, you're done, because you're going to do stuff that's going to, and by the way, the Jesse hug thing, brilliant TV.
Yeah, you know, being America's player, obviously a huge humbling experience because that means America maybe likes me a little bit, but I had so much fun with it, and it was really a blessing in disguise. And going in, that was a swing vote. That was the fourth vote. It was Jesse and Memphis. America had the swing vote. They could have screwed my entire game up by voting out Memphis, but I owe some of the $500,000 to America for voting out Jesse.
I'll take 20. But here's the question. Yeah. At that point, you then came like this Judas in the house, and that being America's player almost screwed your game totally. How did you pull back from that?
You know, being America's player, I did what any America's player would do. Have a lot of fun with it. You know, the goofier I got, the more and more people thought I was America's player, so they kind of overlooked me. You know, this goofy guy cannot really be playing this game that hard, and really I was.
It was almost a brilliant strategy to kind of, in the case, throw challenges or be kind of like the laid-back guy. Did you go in with that strategy?
No, you know, I was a huge fan of the show. You know, I try to model my game after people that I admired in being a huge Big Brother fan. But when I got in here, I tried to be something I wasn't. I tried to manipulate. I can't manipulate very well. I can backstab, I can lie, but I can't get people to do other things. And so I really reassessed where I was at and had a good time in the process.
Remind me never to trust you, but who did you model your game after?
I'll tell you what, there's been 2, maybe 3 great players in this game, and both of them start and begin with Chilltown. You know, both Mike Boogie and Dr. Will, phenomenal players, and how can you win this game by not modeling some of your game after what they did?
What I love, they told people, I'm going to backstab you, and they still got votes.
Yes, you know, that's the thing. So, some of those, the Chilltown would say, hey, I'm going to lie, that's why we're here, and that's basically what I did. I told people I was honest about lying, if you can believe it.
Well, keeping this clean, because this is, you know, the web, what is the first thing you're going to do when you get out of here?
The first thing I'm going to do when I get out of here is go on a renegade vacation. Memphis and I are going to get in his 69 Camaro and probably go straight to Vegas and have a good time.
That was not what I expected. How does the girlfriend feel about this?
The girlfriend's coming along on the renegade vacation.
Okay, so this is going to be a foursome kind of a thing. It's not going to be like the 2 guys doing like a Road to Rio movie kind of thing, Bob Hope and,
no,
you know.
It's going to be renegade men and renegade girlfriends having a heck of a time in Vegas. You'll probably see Brian in there too.
I hope your girlfriends get along.
Me too. The Renegades got along so well. I hope the Renegades' girlfriends get along so well. Otherwise, Memphis and I may get evicted from the hotel we're staying at.
Last question. Well, you know what they say, though, bros before hoes. You're Catholic. You can't say that.
No, I can't say that. But I'll tell you this. I made a best friend for life in Memphis, and I trust him with my life. And I'm going to trust him with a huge investment, so I hope he does well with it.
I do have one more last question. Yeah. Who don't you want to see again?
I really had a personal relationship with everyone in the house. I liked everyone in the house, but Memphis didn't. That might have got me the 7 votes. I really enjoyed everyone. Everyone was so different. Being from the Midwest, I'm pretty meat and potatoes. There's a lot of non-meat and potatoes people. People ate chip sandwiches in the house. I mean, I've never seen that in my life, but I'm going to keep in touch with everyone as long as they don't hate me.
Okay, that was the PC answer. Give me the real answer.
No, I'm serious. I'll keep in touch with everyone, even Jerry. You know, people be like, how can you, why do you like Jerry? You know, blah, blah, blah. He called you Judas. I don't have a grandfather. Jerry gave me a lot of advice in this house. Although he called me Judas, my grandfather never called me Judas. I mean, I have a 75-year-old grandmother who says things she doesn't always mean, and I forgive Jerry.
You know what he said at the end is that you would say goodnight every night, and that touched him.
Yeah, you know, Jerry slept in a room by himself. He spent a lot of time by himself, and that, as tough as a player as I was, it's still tugging my heartstring. I hate to see anyone's father, anyone's grandfather be left alone, and so, you know, I try to be as kind to him as I could.
No doubt about it. You played the best.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Spend that money wisely.
Thank you.
And if you have a